Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry that it took me a little longer to make this next video. I was just running errands and you can see my hair is a little messy because I had to go outside and run errands. And I'm gonna be out in this heat come Friday, so I'm like, oh god, I'm getting nervous. But yeah, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I'll be working. So I'll try to get as many reviews as I can out to you guys, but we'll just wait and see. I might be taking naps. But yeah, I'm returning to you for the Tuesday album review today, and this is for Drake's "Thank Me Later." I said it was going to be a rap artist's album, so that's the artist I'm reviewing today for the Tuesday album review for season 4, episode 10. And I'm going to discuss what I listened to for Drake "Thank Me Later" album, all 18 songs, which includes the bonus tracks as well. Which technically this is a 14 track album, but I'm including 4 more on here. So, and yeah, let's dive right into this album review for the Tuesday album review. Now, it starts with Fireworks featuring Alicia Keys, and that was a really good start for sure. There's some static noise through this beginning of the song, close to the end of the song, that kind of bugged me a bit, but it still worked with how Alicia Keys was singing the chorus, and then Drake was spitting his rhymes, so spitting his verses and all that. It was sounding good. So I wasn't hating the song, so 5 out of 5. Karaoke is the second track on the album, and it's more melodic, but it works with what it's going for. There's some rapping from Drake in this song, but I don't think you get a lot of it. You get him mostly doing clean sings, so it wasn't bad. So 5 out of 5 for this one. The Resistance was a solid track, in my opinion. I don't know if I like it to the extent where I'm going to say it's the best song, but it's not a bad song to keep the album afloat. So far, not hating these tracks, just this song I'll have to give a 4.5 out of 5 because there's some moments in the track I don't know if I'm connecting with, but other than that, it sounds alright. So, yeah. Over was the first single for this album, and I believe it was the first single for this album, but it didn't sound so bad. So, there's some moments where Drake was rapping certain verses that I don't know if I felt for. It's just the way he was rapping it. I know this is his starting point for his music career. This album is. It's his debut album, of course, but later Drake, like newer Drake and all that, is just cringe. He's more of a grandpa rapper, in my opinion. But this one, I'll give him praise for because this was a good album, for sure. So, 4.5 out of 5 for Over. Show Me a Good Time was not bad. There's some production issues I have with the song. Um, but other than that, the song didn't execute too bad. It got repetitive a little bit. But yeah, I think the repetitiveness was kind of a big cringe, and just the repetitive melody too, and the melody and the production in it was iffy. So 4.5 out of 5. Up All Night featuring Nicki Minaj. I could tolerate Nicki Minaj in this song. I wasn't a personal. She's not my personal favorite rapper. She's not even close to that. But this one I can tolerate her rapping in this song, and Drake was rapping pretty good in this track, so 4.5 out of 5. Up All Night was not a bad song, it just wasn't my personal favorite. Fancy was a really good track. It gets repetitive with how Swiss Beats is singing, Are You Fancy, huh? And the nails done, hair done, everything big lyric. It's just like sort of sus, meaning cringe, but it is what it is. They didn't do bad with how this was sounding overall, and honestly, I kind of liked it. So yeah, 5 out of 5. Shut It Down featuring The Dream was a pretty good song. The Dream sounded alright in this track, but Drake sold it for me with this song, so I made it sound good. So I'll give this a 5 out of 5. I kind of enjoyed this track. Unforgettable was a pretty good song for sure. Young Jeezy's in this song rapping and I guess doing the chorus too. It's not too bad. So I'll give this a 5 out of 5 as well. I enjoyed this track too. Light Up featuring Jay-Z. Jay-Z does this or whatever the fuck he's doing. It kind of gets annoying. The hour or whatever he's rapping and starting his rap, it just doesn't connect with me. But other than that, the track did pretty flawless. It got better as Jay-Z started to continue to rap a little bit more excessively, and it got a little better. So I was like, okay, the beginning was kind of a problem, but towards the end of the track and all that, it starts getting better. And towards the end of his verse, I mean to say, sorry if I'm slurring with my words. Light Up's getting a 5 out of 5. I still enjoyed the track for what it was, despite Jay-Z's screw up in the opening part of his verse. Miss Me featuring Lil Wayne was not a bad song. It was pretty strong, so I didn't hate this. The lyric that Drake said about Nicki Minaj and how they want to get married, I'm like, find someone else, dude. Because, yeah, I don't like Nicki Minaj at all. With what she goes for nowadays, it's so cringe. And her older stuff was a bit cringe, too, depending on how she was rapping and singing. So 5 out of 5 for Miss Me. It did sound pretty good. CeCe's Interlude was a pretty strong track. It was only like 2 minutes and 34 seconds, but it works with what it's going for, so 5 out of 5. Find Your Love. I love the production in this track and the mixing. Sounds good in this track. It does tend to be excessive with how it repeats it so much, but it works with what the song is going for. So I really like this track, so 5 out of 5. And Drake sounded really good vocally in this song. Thank Me Now was a solid track. Not my personal favorite to close the album, but it did alright, so 4.5 out of 5. Then we get to the bonus tracks, which are Best I Ever Had. Best I Ever Had was a solid one too. I'm just not sure if I'm connecting with it too much, but other than that, I didn't hate it. I just think it's the weakest song, so 4.5 out of 5. Uptown was a solid one. It's not too bad. It's good for what it is. It just, when I mean by solid, I mean they're good, but not great. They're not the best tracks, but they could be a little better. And sorry about that ding. That's my phone. Um, yeah, Uptown featuring Bun B and Lil Wayne was solid for what it went for, so 4.5 out of 5. Successful featuring Trey Songz and Lil Wayne was solid. Just not sure if I'm feeling for how Drake is rapping, and Lil Wayne didn't come in till the end of the song, and I was a little tad disappointed with how that turned out, because Drake pretty much took over the whole track until Lil Wayne came in for his verse at the end of the song. That kind of ruined it for me, and so I'll give this a 4.5 out of 5. 9 a.m. in Dallas is the UK bonus track, and it sounded pretty good. Wasn't hating this one, so 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think Drake Thank Me Later. I said drink by mistake. Sorry about that. Drake's Thank Me Later was a good album for what it went for. There's some tracks I'm not sure if I'm feeling for, but other than that, didn't hate this album as a whole, so it's a better album than that Black Eyed Peas album I reviewed last week. So overall, I think Drake Thank Me Later, the album, was a good listen. Definitely recommend checking it out and giving it a shot and see what you think of it, because it is his debut. I'm not saying Drake is a bad rapper. I'm just saying he does this slow, monotoned, not monotone, but basically he's a slow rapper nowadays, and he tries to pick it up and be faster, but he sounds like a grandpa rapper, honestly, with how he raps and all that nowadays, of course. So it's just, I guess it's the way he raps or whatever, but still. This is where I think this album, Take Care and Nothing Was the Same, and Views were probably my favorites. After that, I just stopped listening to him because it got cringy. So, first score for me, I'm giving Drake Thank Me Later an 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. Definitely recommend you check it out. So, with that being said, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Drake Thank Me Later album if you've listened to it already, the 2010 album. And if you enjoyed this album review for the Tuesday album review I did for you guys, sorry if I repeated myself with the rating I gave it. I just tend to lose track of what I say sometimes. So, yeah, if you did enjoy this lengthy album review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will have another review coming out tonight for a premiere video, I think, for Muse The Resistance. So I'm going to check that album out tonight and see what I think of it. But until then, hope you enjoyed this album review for Drake Thank Me Later. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible for the Tuesday album review. I'll have the Luck movie review come out before tonight, I think, hopefully. And then I'll try to find Easter Sunday as well. I gotta see what I'm doing. But until then, stay safe, guys. Take care. And as always, I will see you in my next review.